Hello, I am Umbrenero, and welcome to Umbrenero's Life. Today's video is my April 2023 Plan With Me. So the first area that I worked on was my monthly calendar, like usual. And for April, I did a, cherry blossom theme. And it was a little different because I have not done one of these themes before. And it was one of the first times I heavily used my distress ink. But basically, I laid down the color first, and then I went from there. I had a good group of colors I wanted to use for my markers, so it wasn't hard to figure out what to use for this theme. But as you can see, as soon as I was done throwing in all of my color, I went and started doing all of my line work. And yes, I will say it now, this video is a little shorter than my normal videos because I'm trying to get my backlog out, and this is one of them, considering it's coming out near the end of October. But yep, it was a quick and easy spread to start with because this is when I was starting to get out of my little funk when I did this video. I was catching up with a lot of things because a lot of things were just going on at the time. But I used a brown Tombow to add in my numbers, and then I did my key with the number of my Tombows so I knew which color was what area. Now I was onto my monthly log. And this was probably one of the heavier designs that I would end up having in this whole spread, as I wanted to have a tree going across as the dividers for the page. So I used two different brown Tombows to kind of give some branches and a little definition to the tree. And then I just used some of my pink and red Tombows to just give some of the falling petals and all of that. They're not perfect, but they didn't need to be. It was just a quick little thing. I forgot I did use a Sharpie S note in there. I'm surprised because I'm doing the voiceover as I'm rewatching my footage after I had it edited, and it's like I forgot the process of how I did some of these things. But nope, as soon as I decided there was enough petals on the pages here, I went in and I put the dates for the sections of the monthly log. Next was my goals / to-do and brain dump area, and I actually traced out some cherry blossom flowers, and just drawing them, like tracing them, was quite a while. And then the coloring for them took a very long time. So that's why I did not do a whole lot of them. I just thought they were a neat little design element to add on these pages because it's something different. I did also add my distress ink to carry the color theme a little bit through, and I didn't wait long enough after I wrote my header there, so that's why it all smudged. For the second one, I decided I am going to outline it before I color it to see if that would make it any easier. It did to a degree, but not much. Because I ended up outlining it for the most part again and leaving a little bit of negative space between the outline and the area that I colored. I did like the effect of the second one a bit more than the first one. I took my time a lot more with the second one than the first one, that is for sure. And it turned out a lot better than the first, in my opinion. But then again, this was the first time I was trying a theme like this. And as someone who doesn't really like the color pink, this was a lot of pink, and I'm surprised that didn't burn me out more. For some reason, I was just enjoying doing the negative space around this one. And it doesn't look bad, especially for other things that I have ended up doing in my journal. And then I quickly added in my brain dump title. And I did not use any distress ink there, but then was onto my content calendar. And I didn't want to have black lines on this page, so I just used one of the red colors that I was using for the month for another thing as my divider color. And I decided I'm just doing this a simple boxes all the way across the page with Wednesday right in the middle. It made it hard to write stuff down for Wednesday, but it worked for what I was going to use it for. Then I just quickly erased a couple spots where the pencil lines were gonna bother me. Then was numbering the days in this calendar with the brown color that I had been going to quite a bit. And then I just stuck with the brown color to write content calendar for the title. Just because I wanted to make it quick and easy this time. And then I brought a little bit of distress ink back in those open spaces that I had. Just to carry over some of that color theme. The last thing that needed completion was my weekly log. And these were probably the easiest weekly logs I could have done. Because this is when I was coming out of my burnout earlier this year, I decided I was just going to do 6 sections on a page, and that was it. Not on a page, on a 2-page spread, and that was it. I would number days from the day that I started on all the way till 30th. It was just easier to just do it this way instead of drawing a week on each 2-page spread at this point. But I used my color theme to give like a little splash of color, and I was working backwards, I believe. Yeah, I was working backwards through the month in my weekly log for my color pattern here, just as a little splash of color for each day. Because I did not do weekly logs for the entire month of April, just for some of it because of how things were going. And that's where I said I wish I had used this a little bit more. Because I started labeling each day from the end of the month, just so that way I made sure I had enough to complete the month. Because I believe I recorded this somewhere around April 4th or 5th, I believe. I did like this theme quite a bit, but I do wish I used it more than I did. So, thanks for watching, and until next time, I am Umbrenero. Bye!